Hello everyone, this is Flammy and welcome back. We're here with Season 5, Episode 3, and it has been a very long time since I've recorded. I got right into the thick of finals, and I was hoping to have some videos come out occasionally, but I just got so busy that just didn't happen. So I am back, and it has been a very long time, so I've got all my workers free. So let's go first get them started by clearing up all these little bushes and stuff. Just want to make sure that those are cleared out when I've got the free workers, and now it's a great time. Now, I wouldn't want to necessarily do that if I was going to spend elixir on stuff, but I've got 1 million elixir, and I'd like to save that up for 2.25 million so I can get this archer upgrade right here. 2.25, as you see, I cannot yet afford. I'm not even very close to affording, so I don't really mind spending a couple thousand to just get rid of this in the meantime. Oh, come on, finish up, workers. And I'll just keep those busy. Let's go on the attack, though, see if we can get some resources, and I'll talk about sort of what's been up. So, for those of you who are not yet in college, the thing about college is if you go live somewhere far away from your family, and you head home for breaks, such as the summer break, or if you're working for the summer break, you have to move out. And moving out is probably the worst part about the end of the semester, like even worse than finals, in my opinion, is it's just so much work, especially if you're not close to home. If you're close to home, like maybe your parents will drive up with a car and you can throw all your stuff in the back of it. But for me, I went to school across the country, and that means you have to sort of deal with it on your own. You can try to get like some friends who will have their families nearby with their cars to possibly help out, but really it's up to you to pack up your entire room by yourself, figure out where you're going to store it, figure out how you're going to get the boxes there, and then of course you have to figure out how you're going to get home too. So I have had a pretty hectic couple of days here where I'm finally just arriving here at home. Something that's cool is on the way home, I did get to visit. Now this is sort of going way back in my channel. I got to visit Flammy Mini. So those of you who don't remember Flammy Mini, who are newer to my channel, Flammy Mini is my little sister, and she's going to school somewhere else at a different university. So I was able to visit her on the way home. So that was really cool because I hadn't seen her in like probably 4 months since Christmas time. So yeah, that was really cool to see her. I was hoping to record some with her, but unfortunately the Wi-Fi wasn't working out. Just the login for her university wasn't appreciating this phone very much that I'm recording on, and because I am recording on Wi-Fi only, that's sort of critical because I can't get a connection unless I'm on Wi-Fi, which is also why I haven't been playing so much. Because I think I've taken 4 airplane flights, just because it's cheaper to take a bunch of short ones than a couple long ones. So I've taken a lot of airplane rides in the last couple days between visiting her and coming home. So, I am finally here. It is summertime for me. I do have a job starting up relatively soon, but you know what? I'm going to be taking a few less hours at my job so I can hopefully record more for you guys and hopefully do even better quality stuff. Always looking to improve quality. Now, look, I started with some okay matches. They were like 50,000, but now we're down to like 20,000. This is really bad. Come on, guys. Yeah, let's talk about the game for a bit here. It is sort of a competitive time right now where I expect a decent number of people to be on. Actually, this one's not bad. It's got a good elixir count. And gold's not terrible. I think I'm going to go right ahead and attack this guy. Going to have to go for the storages. As you see, the vast majority of the resources are going to be in the storages. So, he's got 3 storages up here on the top right. So that's going to be our primary target. First, let's check for clan castle, guys. Um, and no clan castle, guys, so that keeps it simple, which is always good. Let's just start deploying random archers who I think can do free damage without getting shot, except when they're dumb and walk the wrong way. Of course, yeah, so I haven't played in a while. Haven't been any updates, though, so I'm expecting we'll maybe get an update later this month or early next month. So perhaps early June. We'll see, though. We'll see. Let's go ahead and go all out on this guy. Because all 3 storages are up here, I don't really have much of a problem using most of my guys to attack up here. So I'll go in with the Giants first of all to distract, then Barbarians to just start doing damage, and then I'll bring in some Wall Breakers here and here. Oh, that second one was off a bit, I think. Um, but those first ones look pretty good. And these guys should do some good damage. I'll send in some goblins because now that the gold storages and elixir storages are open, they'll do extra damage and get through them even faster, which is good. And another 2 wall breakers up here could help, but not a ton, so I won't really focus on that as much. Do another 2 giants just to distract the defenses, hopefully the mortars especially. And then some archers, and I'll save a couple guys if possible for the bottom side. And I'm trying to get into that elixir storage. got like one archer working on it, which isn't really quite as much as I wanted. I guess I can do it. Yeah, now that that archer tower's down, I can send in the wall breaker and then go for that. Yeah, this will be good right here, and as long as it doesn't die, perfect. All right, we'll use my last giant to go for the wizard tower and distract the mortars. As soon as those mortars look distracted, I'll send in the goblins. Right now, so that should do good. And then with the last stuff, we'll go right down here. I expect those goblins did good damage. Looks like they all died eventually to the mortars, but it doesn't look like there's very much left. Only 39,000. Perhaps I could have gotten a bit more if I had a couple more distraction units, but you know what? That's not bad. We got all the gold, so like 43,000 gold-ish, and a good amount of the elixir. I think there's 120,000 elixir, so we probably got about 80,000. So definitely enough to very much profit from the troops we had to expend. We're using a very cost-effective army right here. Yep, so 44 and 82,000 indeed. And, yeah, very cost-effective on the elixir count. So I expect the army we just expended cost about around 20,000 maybe. More expensive army compositions could cost as much as 40 or 50,000 at this range, and if I was doing like lots of wizards or something, that'd be way more than that even. So yeah, something to be aware of, just how much your army costs if you're going for elixir especially. So, sort of to do this update, I did talk about elixir before and how I want to save it up and go for the archers. So that's definitely one big goal. A second big goal is going to be going for just keep spending my gold, really. However, before we talk about that, let's talk about the elixir. So I mentioned that it was 2.25 million. So that is actually more elixir than I can store currently, this 2.25 million right here. Now, that might be sort of surprising, but all the way up until this point, I only have a single upgraded elixir storage. So this level 11 elixir storage is providing 2 million elixir to be stored. Way back in season 1 and 2, I talked a lot about how I really recommend not upgrading your second storage. However, now is the first time I need to actually start doing so. I'm Town Hall 8, and this is the first time I need a second elixir storage. Now just think about that. That's pretty amazing. I've gone from Town Hall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and not needed a second elixir storage. Gold storage was similar. I didn't upgrade my second one until I think it was about Town Hall 6 or so. I think it was a mortar or something needed more gold storage to be available for that. But for this, I finally need to upgrade my second one, and I definitely recommend this. I'll start this guy upgrading actually right now and then explain why. So this elixir storage thing might seem sort of weird. Like, it's much cheaper to upgrade 2 at the same time rather than 1 to much higher levels. But when you upgrade 1 to much higher levels, because it doubles the amount it stores each time, so this one right here is going from 7,000 to 14,000 roughly. Okay, 6,000 to probably 12,000, something like that. And what that means is, so it takes only 2 hours and only takes a couple thousand golds to do that doubling. However, if I spend more gold and upgrade my higher level one, it doubles it, and that double, because it already has so much more being stored, is a hugely more significant number. So if I go from level 10 to level 11, it goes from 1 million to 2 million. Yeah, that's like really impressive amount to upgrade, just right there. The other thing, so it's not as time effective or cost effective, but what it is more efficient in is in terms of clicks, because you only need to upgrade it once, as opposed to get an extra 1 million gold or elixir stored in this new storage, we'd have to upgrade it probably like 10 times, yeah, 10 times to get up to 1 million, as opposed to just getting an extra 1 million in this one is you just upgrade it once. It does cost more, but takes less clicks. And then the biggest factor, however, I save for last, and that is when you upgrade it, if you upgrade one single one and don't upgrade 2, that means you only need to protect one of them, because this one being protected right here, it's got all the elixir in it. I was able to keep my other one out here as level 1, out here just to distract goblins and stuff. And being outside the walls, it only had, I think the level 1 is like 3,000 or something really, really, really low elixir in it, so it's not a big risk, it's not a big vulnerability. And it'll always be full and they'll always get some out of it, but I'll gladly throw away a couple hundred elixir just for the sake of protecting this other one much more effectively. So basically, the biggest point is, by having only one elixir storage and even 1 gold storage for as long as possible, you don't need to protect as many buildings, which means your defense is going to be much stronger overall. Well, not a ton stronger, just like a bit stronger. However, if you do already have 2 elixir storages like bumped up, so if you're like a Town Hall 5 or 6 or 7, and to have 2 elixir storages, don't worry, it's fine. It's just a little efficiency thing. It's probably like, it's like 2% stronger if you actually follow this. So, yeah. Don't worry about it if you didn't, but if you are relatively new to this game, or you're thinking about starting over, or you're like giving advice to a friend who's just starting the game, yeah, just recommend that they don't build a second elixir or gold storage, or if they do, do not upgrade it. That is my advice to them. Alright, so that is going there, and I probably should have adjusted what army was being created over here, but we've got the goblins not need to be queued, the giants are made, the dark elixir uh, guys are made, the minions. We need some wall breakers. So I guess I'll do a bunch of wall breakers. And I think I need to check the time. I have to go somewhere pretty soon. But I'll see if I can perhaps get another attack in. I did talk about that strategy. You always want to sort of adjust your troop counts right as soon as you get back. So right now I've got way too many barbarians. I got 60 barbarians when I'd like to be more around 50. So I'll cancel out that last one. And then we can queue up some goblins in here. I like to be around 25 goblins. Actually, let's go up to 14, so then I can put 10 in the other one. And let's just see how this evens it out. Oh, that's not going to be too good. But you know what, we'll just even it out. Look at the time-wise, don't look at the units, because you'll have units like, say, if you have one single barracks that's upgraded much better than the others, you won't be able to do the same units in each of them. But if you look at the time, so this time is 7 minutes 45. And then this one is 5, so we'll put that up to 7:45 as well. And then 7:45 as well. And then you can cancel out even numbers once they're all equal. So right now we have 15. This is going to be way too many goblins, but this is intentional. It's 15 plus 9 is 24. Plus 8 is 32. Plus 4 is 36. So if I want to have 25, that means I need to remove 11. And because I've got 4 of these, that means I need to remove 3 or 4 from each of these. So we'll remove 4 from this one, and 3 from all the others. And just like that, I'll show you as soon as I'm done, we're able to make this as efficient as possible. And 1, 2, 3. Looks like I need to do a couple more because I didn't do that. I was counting the number of goblins. I wasn't counting the total supply that I can afford because I've got too many barbarians. That's all right. So I cancel out 1 more from each. And all right, what time is this? Oops, not a wall breaker. We'll do an archer. So this one's 4 minutes. This one will probably be a bit less. This one's a 4.5. This one is 4.5. And this one is 4.25. So perfect, right there. Just like that, I'm able to make it more efficient and keep everything as efficient as possible. Now, I could donate guys as well if I have too many, but I don't like to donate barbarians. My clan, we only donate archers unless we check with someone. I'm looking for extra decoration. Looks like I've got all of them now, so that's good. So we can look at what we're going to spend the gold on. So we do have this archer tower, which costs just over 700,000. That will give a bonus of from 42 to 48. Alright, and the other option is a bit more expensive. The cannon for 800,000 goes from 48 to plus 8. So rather than plus 6 or whatever, let's check that again. I think it's plus 6. Yeah, it's plus 6. I think I'm going to go with this cannon to upgrade it before I do the archer tower. I'm going to do them eventually. No need to worry about that, but I just want to make sure that sort of the ones which make the most significant difference are upgraded first. Now, if I didn't have the 800,000 gold, I would be absolutely fine upgrading the archer tower instead. But because I've got the gold, might as well do it. Now, with 88,000 gold left over, let's go and spread some traps around. I still got those walls and other things. Actually, you know what? That's a better goal. Let me look at my other options, actually. I keep forgetting about these because I keep not playing for so long. Yeah, so I got a Tesla and I got an air defense. So I want to do the air defense first, and then I got some walls. So let's go ahead and do the air defense, and just throw that down out there. We need to redesign eventually, but I mean, I haven't been playing at all lately, and my defenses are still upgrading. So I'm getting to the point where I need to do it soon, but I won't do it quite yet. Let's go ahead and spread some more walls. We've got about 30 walls to do. I'm not going to fill in that gap. However, I think I'm going to surround this right here. Just sort of silly to do. But it will actually help these archer towers. Oh, don't I have a free worker? No, I don't. Not for 2 hours. Oh, silly me. I thought that one of them was still working on the natural decorations when I started this air defense. Never mind. You guys probably were like face palming right there. That's alright. But what I'll do later, perhaps in the next video, is I'll move this out like there, and then I'll put a single layer of walls around these defenses just to sort of slow down enemies. Alright, that's going to be it. Make sure my clan castle is topped up. I think I got some nice wizards in here. Indeed I do. Level 5 wizards. So those will be on the defense, and hopefully will be helping protect our elixir from any people who are trying to steal it. Because we've now spent our gold, that's not a super risky situation. But you know what? I'm going to wrap it up here. I don't have time to do another attack. Sorry about that, guys, if you're expecting it, but I did talk about some interesting strategy stuff-wise in terms of the storages, so if you didn't know that, that's a big tip right there for you. Especially for, I mean, it's not something you can really react to if you have an existing account, but definitely when you're planning for the future. And it's something to be aware of just efficiency-wise, just how you should sort of think about it. Alright guys, so this is going to wrap it up right here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry for the lack of videos lately. I hope I'm going to do better in the near future, but we'll see about that. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and clash on.